Happy New Year, everybody. I had some lovely messages, so thank you for those. Exciting times for the channel and the industry, actually, in 2024. First of all, a channel update then. There may be a little bit of disruption in a couple of weeks because I'm moving out of Salwa Garden Village in Riyadh, which is a crying shame, up to the new airfield up the road. It's a couple of hours north, well, it's north left, what's that? West, north, I should know that, shouldn't I, as a pilot? Northwest of where we are now. And yeah, everyone's a bit gutted about that, but you know, c'est la vie, it is what it is. So obviously that's going to cause a little bit of disruption, possibly to the channel, hopefully not, and definitely to the bench. So I'm going to lose a week or so, I think, while I take all this setup apart and then redo it in the new place. And I'm going to have to shuffle some stuff around so I can get that all sorted. So that's that. I've got the Earth Cafe Green Book, notes to be referred to. Right, other videos then that's going on. Hopefully you've seen the 2023 roundup video. That was a lot of fun to do. And the what's coming in 2024. Slight changes already to that, in that the trumpeter Fulmer, which I've got the kit with me, so I will be doing a sprue tour on that very soon. But unfortunately, all the aftermarket stuff arrived a couple of hours after I left for the airport, which is a nightmare. So I can't actually start that build yet, and that's going to be after Ramadan. So yeah, that's going to be delayed by about 4 or 5 months, which is a real shame because I'm very excited about that, but still plenty to be getting on with. Other videos coming, I keep saying this, don't I? But it's definitely going to happen, is the my favourite models from the display case. And I've got 3 or 4 of those all lined up, all scheduled, ready to go. The first one goes out on next Wednesday. And I can't remember what it is, and I didn't write it down. But it's one of my favourite models, and hopefully you'll enjoy that one. So all those were filmed from home when I was home at Christmas. Right, so straight after I filmed this, I'm going to be filming a very quick reaction video. Edward have announced a new kit for 2024. It's outside of their normal release announcements and how they go about that. They normally wait to the newsletter, but that newsletter is going to drop imminently. They've announced a 1/72nd scale P51D Mustang, which exactly fits with what we heard before, the kind of rumours, in that they said 1/72nd scale fans are going to be very happy, and I'm a 1/72nd scale fan, and I'm very happy. They also said that they're going to bring forward more popular subjects and delay less popular subjects. So the Avia S199 and 48 scale has been delayed, maybe to even 2025, and the Planet Glider has been kicked down the road as well. And they're obviously bringing forward Mustangs, which makes me a little bit excited because hopefully we'll see a 72nd scale Spitfire 5 or maybe a 1 and 2 this year as well, but we'll have to see about that. So I'm about to shoot a reaction video to that. Excuse me, I'm recovering from a cough and a cold, so there might be a few extra nose rubs than normal and a few sniffs and coughs and splutters. I'll try and edit them out the best I can. Right, yes. On the 9th, so filming this on the 4th of Jan, the 9th of January is Airfix's big 2024 announcement. I will be watching that live, obviously, and then straight away I'm going to record a reaction video. Very excited to what's coming out. Lots of you have posted replies to various videos and Facebook posts that I've done on what you'd like to see, which is great. Personally, I'd love to see a Hamden in either scale. Suspect it will probably be 72nd if they do one. And I want the long nose Blenheim. We've waited 4 or 5 years now since the short nose Blenheim, and it's about bloody time, Airfix, because you don't want ICM eating your sandwiches, do you? So get on with it, please. We'll have those. That'd be my personal ones. 72nd Sea Fury would be nice as well. Maybe we'll see that. But anyway, regardless, that's coming out on the 9th. They're doing a YouTube video, I think. So I'd imagine they do what they did last time and have presented by Dale with some of the designers. A friend of mine, Matt, he's their kind of top chief designer now, I think. And normally they go through some of what they're going to be releasing. And I'm hoping for good news. We shall see. Other videos coming on Wednesday the 10th. Actually, I've contradicted myself. And I did say I was going to do some my favourite model kits from the cabinet series. I was going to start that this week. I'm not. I've kicked that can down the road because I had a little thing about competitions and modelling competitions. So I've done a video on that, my thoughts on them. And so that's going to go out on next Wednesday, the 10th. So look out for that one. The other video that's coming up on Sunday. So in lieu of any build videos, the F14, Tamiya F14 Tomcat, that's all edited and it's uploaded to YouTube. What I've done though is I've uploaded it to take us through Ramadan, which starts in middle of March. The reason I've done that is because I've got 5 weeks off and I just want to keep the content flowing. And I know quite a few of you have been waiting for that particular video series to drop. But I just want to keep the momentum going on the channel. So hopefully you're happy to bear with, and you'll see that in the beginning of March. That's the Tamiya F14 video. What I've got coming for you this Sunday is a video on this. And this is wait for it, Edward 1/72 scale Seafire Mark II, Mark IIC. It's a conversion from their Mark 9 kit using the AZ models Mark V and the Airfix Mark 5C. I didn't actually film this because it's a bit of a shelf of doom. I'd cut the nose off and the AZ model's nose didn't fit, hence the Airfix purchase over Christmas. And while I was feeling a bit poorly, I just wanted to whittle away at a bit of plastic just to keep me going. There's only so much House you can watch, my favourite TV programme, and I'm watching that for about the 8th time. And I just thought I'd get this done. So what I normally do is when I finish a project is on the new show, I'll do a bit of a debrief, but I'm going to save that for a separate video and you can watch that on Sunday. But I'm really, really pleased with how this turned out, that conversion. Right, behind me, you'll see an Edward Spitfire box. This is their first release that they did of the Spitfire Mark V. It's a 5B and 5C kit, the limited edition American Eagles kit, because this is going to be what's next on the bench. And it's going to be a little bit different and a little bit special. Excuse me, stand by. Oh, sorry about that. Right, lingering cold, as I said. Right, all right, what's happening with this then? So I'm doing a buddy build, a collaboration build with my good friend Rick Lawler from his Propaganda YouTube channel. Now, I've known Rick for a very long time. We are co-contributors to various magazines all the way through. I think we both started when Mick Jimenez set up AK way back when, and that's when we first kind of got involved with each other, so a long, long time ago, and we've stayed friends ever since. And he's a fantastic modeler. His channel is brilliant. If you haven't seen it, pop over and have a look. He is a dyed-in-the-wool diorama and armour guy who's lately dabbling in a bit of sci-fi as well, and wrapping it all up in his dioramas, and absolutely fabulous. So I said to him, why don't we do a buddy build, because I think that might be quite good fun. And I kind of led him by the nose really, and then sort of dropped him, well, why don't we do a Malta Spitfire, because it lends itself to a great deal of weathering, which suits both of us. Suits me because it's an aeroplane, but he could do some really cool diorama ideas with that. And he was very enthused by it. He's stepping outside of his comfort zone by going into an aeroplane. 48th scale is not one he's overly familiar with. He's, like I say, he's normally armour, so 35th. He's recently done a 72nd armour build. So he's kind of a bit left field for him, but I'm really excited to see what he does with it. I've been giving him a few ideas because he's not really up to speed on Spitfires in Malta, and why would you be if you're like an armour diorama guy? So we're going to do this sort of buddy build thing, and I'm really excited to get started too. Now I'm going to do 2 models because this is a dual combo. I'm going to do a 5B and a 5C, obviously. I'm going to video 1 all the way through, and I'm going to do that in my normal sort of build series, if you like. So an introduction, cockpit, construction, painting and weathering. I'm also going to step out of my comfort zone a little bit, and I'm going to do a base for it. Now, I have done a few bases before in my time, but very, very basic, just getting a grass mat and sticking it onto a base, really. And that's about it. Maybe a bit of concrete and pretty amateurish at that. So I thought it's only fair if Rick's stepping right out of his comfort zone, then I ought to do the same. So I'm going to do a little base for it. I'm not going to do a proper full-on diorama with figures, vehicles, revetments, all that kind of stuff that Rick's looking at doing. I just want to do a bit of a base for it and see how I get on. And I'm quite excited by that to see how that turns out. So, and what we'll do is we will send each other clips and videos and things so we can intermesh that into our videos and see how we're both sort of tackling the same sort of thing. So I'm really looking forward to that. My part 1 introduction video, my traditional one, that's going to go out on Sunday week. So not this Sunday coming, the Sunday after that. And then by that, hopefully I'll have the cockpit done by then. And that'll sort of bridge that gap in bench time that I'm going to have for the move. So hopefully for you guys out there, it will look a bit seamless. But, we'll have to wait and see. But that's that. And I'm very excited because I've got the Colour Conundrum compendium, which is Paul Lucas's book, which is an amalgamation of a selection of Colour Conundrum articles that appear in Sam magazine, and he details all the Malta Spitfires with all his primary research, which is really awesome. I've also got the Brian Couchy book, which again has got lots of ideas in it. Slightly out of date, bearing in mind Paul Lucas's newer research. So you do have to be a little bit careful, so I'm taking the both, I'm putting it together, and I've come up with a couple of really neat ideas, I think, for camouflage schemes. Not way out there, but we'll see how we get on, and I will be doing my own masks as well. Right, so that is the new project, and that'll be coming down the line in 10 days or so, something like that, as I film this. Right, looking at my list then, so the news. There is really no 2024 new news, as it were. Like I say, Airfix give us their news next. I think it's Tuesday is the 9th. Mini Art, I've done a video on Mini Arts 2024 already, and they're kind of about the only ones that have said anything yet. It's all been a bit quiet so far. Right, Edward 72nd P51D then, as I mentioned. The thing that kind of interests me is Armour Hobby have already announced a P51D in 72nd scale, so they'll be going to head-to-head. I'm just wondering what these conversations are going on with Armour now whether they'll bring that forward, whether they can bring it forward, or what's going to happen. I've got a feeling that the Edward kit won't be that early. There's only some CAD renderings that are out, so no idea when it's going to come out, but I can imagine it's probably not going to be in Q1 or Q2 for sure. So maybe Q3. I don't know. I'm guessing. So hopefully Armour can bring this out, because I love Armour. I'll buy both anyway. I just hope that Edward aren't pulling the rug from under Armour's feet. Having said that, who knows what Armour are going to do? They have promised that they're going to lean more into 48 scale. Obviously, they're going down and doing the beautiful Hurricane in 48th. I'm just wondering what else they might have up their sleeve. I'm hoping for a Spitfire 14, high back, Razorback. Well, I'll take a bubble as well, because Airfix is rubbish. But yeah, that's a bit disingenuous. It's not rubbish. It's just not up to their new standard, shall we say. But that's it for news. It's all been a bit quiet. I guess all these companies are keeping their powder dry, and they're going to drop pretty much everything at once. Now, Airfix, I don't think Airfix are going to drop everything at once. I've got a feeling that they'll probably drop what they're going to drop next week, and they're going to keep one or two things back, like they did with the Sea King, which was amazing. Actually, how they did that and the whole marketing behind it, I thought that was absolutely brilliant how they went about that. And the ME410 just before Telford, literally a day or two, or might have even been the day before Telford, I thought was utter genius. Created such a buzz around the hobby, certainly in the UK, and definitely around on Facebook and social media and things like that. So I'd imagine they've probably looked at that success and gone, should we do the same next year? Yeah, let's do that then. So I've got a feeling that the kind of list of new kits is going to might be a little bit anemic. But whereas last time there was a lot of moaning going on, going, is that it? Is that all they're doing? And obviously it wasn't. So who knows what they're going to do? Very excited to find out. Very, very excited, as I said before. And I think one thing that is guaranteed that they're going to announce is the jungly version of the Sea King. I don't have any inside information. It's a pure guess from me. And I reckon they'll probably announce that, but not really a new tool. Oh, my guy's just arrived. So I'll wrap things up there anyway, because I was in danger of having a waffle on. And exciting times for 2024, the hobby, the channel, and let's see what happens next week with Airfix. That's the first thing, I guess. All right, I'll see you on the next one. So cheers, bye bye.